Alright everyone, we are playing some more Rome 2 on Joe's favorite city of Bertigala. Remember everyone, send him all the Bertigala replays you can find. He enjoys them, covering them most of all. This is actually the last of 3 battles that we had from the stream. A 3v3. And as such, Joe decided to put it on his favorite map, end it out on a high note. You know how he is. But with these, let's get over the army comps here. Let's start with over on this corner. We have Nervii, brought to us by the Coagulant. He's got himself a noble horse general for Gallic hunters, 7 fierce swords, and 6 levy freemen. The interesting thing is all of these fierce swords are silver chevrons, so he is very much gambling on them, you could say. Next up, we have Titled Sum bringing us Epirus. He's got himself 2 Royal Peltas, including his general. He's got himself an archer, and then 3 mercenary Cretan archers, 3 mercenary Samnite swordsmen. Or warriors, I believe they are. Warriors. Crazy. But they're not gold chevroned. He's a failure. 5 Thoreo spears, 1 fixed ballista, 1 mercenary Italian swords, and 3 Illyrian levies. Finally, we have me, bringing the sweatiest army I can think of with Rome. And that is a Legatus General. We got ourselves an Equites. 6 Evocati cohort. 6 Veteran Legionnaires. And then 1 Societati. Gonna win us the day. On defense, we are facing the armies of Massilia, brought to us by Mr. Joe on it. Messacily, Desert Rome, brought to us by Propane, and we don't see a artillery for him, which means, no, he's probably brought one on the ground. And finally, Pontus with Nice Rice. Worried about possible cavalry, possible guerrillas, and maybe even chariots or elephants. And, well, we have the infantry. So let's see what wins. Infantry or the defender's tactics. We'll find out now.
Those walls will not look tall when we are within them and laying waste to their precious homes. Then we will laugh as we take what we want and who we want. Now, to arms!
Yeah, not much of a speech. That Epirate man is not much of a speaker. The Romans would have done better. Would have insulted those damn Gauls that aren't even here. Alright, immediately breakdown of that wall, getting the party started immediately. Return fire from Massilia. What is he aiming at? Got 7 kills. Did he hit? What did he hit? Probably that Levy Freeman right there. And we see our first Desert Rome unit, a slave infantry. Interesting. And of course, with against Pontus, ooh, nice hit against the Socii. Another nice hit. That's going to be dangerous. My most elite unit is already taking some real damage. They're climbing up. They've already taken some damage. Trying to, of course, take down that artillery piece. Allow the allies to move up safely. A lot of the levies are... Looks like they're going for maybe a push over here. Of course, I am hiding my army because, yeah, they would be prime targets. Pontus over here. Let's see what we've got. Celtics, Pontic swords, some Eastern archers. Interesting. Pretty sure that's the best archer they can bring. I don't know why I said it was interesting. Of course, they brought Eastern archers. Already at 22% damage. Ooh, the damage is just ticking up. Yeah, that might not make it. Levy Freeman making their way to stop Massilia. Alright, what do we got over here? Heavy Numidian skirmishers. We do have some light infantry. Some Thraeos, some more slave infantry, some Celtics. And that went down, and I think I just lost a bunch more men.
To your positions.
Down to 140. I've lost 20 already. Alright, that one failed. Time to start the next one. That wall is almost down. He just decided to target my Equite. What a monster.
Riders, advance!
Down to 108, so I've already lost 60 men and haven't even made it to the wall yet. Massilia's getting some more kills. Levy's getting up. Need to get my Hastati up to go support them and of course take down this artillery piece. It's at 50, but it has destroyed a siege tower and killed more units. Alright, looks like they're blocking off that corridor because they are not going to be utilizing it. And the levies are going to burn down those arrow towers. Celtics making their way out. Of course, here to do a little bit of damage. Dangerous positioning, we'll see how it goes, because of course they're going to be surrounded by levies. Levies getting up onto this wall. Trying to take out that ballista. 56 kills. They've been silenced, so the Socii are now getting up onto the wall. Over here, the levy... Celtics are doing pretty decent. Levies are just trying to do what they can. But now we have a Numidian light infantry coming to join them, and that Numidian light infantry is going to do well. Yeah. Yeah, those Numidians are just slaughtered. They're gonna be volley firing in. Yep, that's exactly what you need to do. Even that fight out. Over here, the levies and the Socii are teaming up against a slave infantry. I mean, it's a slave infantry. They got 30 kills. You know what? Almost 30 kills. Let's see if they... Yeah, 30 kills. There we go. This slave infantry at 13. Fighting a mix of levy freemen and more of these levies. And the army comes marching out of the woods. About to become... All the units are about to become visible. Be honest, they were expecting me to bring my gladiator build, but with all those fierce swords, and with the with Ragnar's opinion, I decided to take this one. Yep, slave infantries are gone. Socii and Lyrian's trying to pull back a bit, but another flank charge in by the Socii. Though they are losing men, they are killing a decent amount of those slaves. It's what Romans are very good at. Putting down rebellions. Historically, we were not, because no one wanted to deal with them. No, because they didn't have any honor or glory to it, so no one really wanted to deal with them. Light infantry up to 104. Celtics up to still at 30. Nice number of kills. We have ourselves another unit of Celtics coming down. Of course, these skirmishers are going to have field day. And we had a Numidian rider come around the corner, which even I missed this time. Was missed initially and have gotten into the archers here. They're at 152 kills. One archer over there. Came back after being damaged. Fierce Sword's trying to hit them, but that is a fast-moving shock cavalry. They're just going to get away. And probably get right into that archer. Oh no, they're cutting back around. Getting into, most likely, yep, that blob. Right back in. Ooh, not protected enough. And those javelins just kill more of the archers as they come on in. I mean, that's the last charge for those Numidian riders, but they have just... This is why I love them. They're fast, they can guerrilla deploy, so they were guerrilla deployed right over in that corridor. Who knows where else they are. That is another archer down. They're down to 2. And to be honest, all those archers are neutered. Of course, the Celtics are finally dying, but 106, 104. Socii is still going there at 120 kills. Those Illyrians are at 143. Those are at 50. And I'm just going to swing my Equites around and try to deal with the threat, see what I can do. But these levies are going to start needing more help. And as such, veteran legionnaires are going to be taking those points, adding more aid here. Socii is finally dropping 125 kills, but there's not enough of them to hold. Regular archers firing in, cutting into those mercenaries. Got the Italian sword getting ready. And more of the veteran hoplites coming on in. But in that slaughter, there's a lot more yellow than there is blue or gray. Levy Freeman-wise, they're almost completely gone. Equiday's still running around behind, trying to figure out if there's any more units back there. Time for a major push with the Legionnaires. First of the veteran legionnaires getting up. I know these guys are going to take a pounding and probably not get too crazy in kills, but they just need to spread out the defense. We can't hold out in just this corridor alone. That'd be far too dangerous. So as such... Yep, they're already engaging there. They got the charge off. So they're going to be doing well initially, and I'm probably going to take a lot of javelin fire. But these guys are getting in, breaking these. If we can break these Celtics, we can just swarm. Archers are now dealing with the other Celtics over there. Of course, going to deal with this thorax right here. We can break this Celtic. We broke the Celtic fast enough. Go, go, go. And now we can swarm. So you can see we are winning this fight here. Now we are actually starting to carve them to pieces. Yep, down charge. More charging. Forcing the Thraos back. Those Pontics need to get involved. These Celtics are about to be cut down. Fierce Swords are now moving along the flanks, getting right on in with a nice little frenzy charge. Cutting down a ton of them initially, especially being Silver Chevron. They're going to carve through these Numidians. That Illyrian Levy still going. This fight ended with a mix of veteran legionnaires and levy. And I am literally playing the hammer. You need to continue to charge, continue to hit. Just can't stop ever. Just hyper aggression is what's needed. Keep the enemies on the back foot, keep them pulling. Yeah, you can see here. Thorax dropping. Of course, these guys are getting shot as well. Those Pontics are dropping here, veteran legionnaires. Beat the Celtics, and now we're facing off against these Pontic swords. More maneuvering along all the gaps, now trying to close off this gap here. We are charging in, about to break those thorax. Once those thorax are broken, the center is open to charge. Another unit getting into these pontics. Desert Legionnaires facing off against veterans. And 137 kills and already 122 kills. Yeah. You can see those fierce swords being targeted hard where they can. The fact that this thorax is still living is such a pain. Pontics dropping. Of course, we see the sight of the Pontic General. Look at these dangerous side chariots. It's going to be a pain. But nothing else too crazy from what we're seeing. No enemies over in that corridor. Using them to keep an eye for a flank. Just worried that another one might be coming. Those veteran legionnaires are low on men. And they're just charging on in, knowing that they're going to die. They are getting quite a few kills before the end. Do they get over 100? There's 2 more. They do. Of course, these Pontics are suffering. And those Numidians won. Some of my first Legionnaires are going down. Do get the charge off at the end, but they are still getting shot. That's a little decent amount of kills. Veteran Legionnaires still trying to hold out against, just trying to kill as much as they can. It's going to start switching on over now that they're going to get properly engaged. Yeah, they're losing far more. And the front line is definitely starting to fall as the first of the Evocati start making their way into this fight. And to be honest, the big army here is going to be Epirus at the end. He is keeping a lot of his forces at bay. I am just popping as much as I can in, getting as much damage in. Being the hammer that will just hopefully crush the enemy. Some of the side chariots are dead. We've gotten some archers that are hiding over there. Veteran Legionnaires are winning. Evocati coming right on in to finish off the last of those light infantry. Yeah, the Evocati are just going to, slaughter. These Evocati are getting ready to get around and getting right into those Thureos. They're being forced to pull back. Right into the Pontics. They got a better charge off me because I did not charge them. I got no bonus. But as always, they're going to start losing significantly. Thureos hitting into the flank, breaking those thorax. Is that a levy still alive? It's at 157. You got to be kidding me. 200 on those veteran legionnaires. 163 on those. Equites are doing what they can. They're moving back around. And with the fierce swords engaging, I'm going to get a rear charge, stop their charge, and to watch these legionnaires just drop. Now that that's done, charge in. Evocati are down to 95 men. but they can still do some real damage.
Riders at the double. Quickly now. Ride advance at speed.
Especially once this one breaks. Yeah.
Riders at the double.
Equiday's moving around trying to get to where they can just start forcing enemies back, stopping them. Just being a nuisance. $219, they're winning. Evocati here are just taking shots.
Riders at the double. Charge! Your orders.
Oh, with that done, they're just going to re-rotate around. Noble Horse getting in, trying to do what they can to help break these guys. Pontic Swords are dropping. They have dropped. And this corridor is now fully in control of the attackers. A lot of damage taken by Rome, but there's still some healthy units still left. That was the purpose. They took a lot of the initial striking. Now it's time for the enemy to fill in. Honestly, right now, the biggest worry is Nervii is almost fully dead. They have lost way too much on this initial fight. As you can see, they've got 2 units left. A Fierce Sword and a Noble Horse that is being shot. This Equide is doing what he can to just hold up these Celtics, allow them to kill him. Yeah, those Celtic warriors are not going to have winning for very long, to be honest. But yeah, those Fierce Swords are shot, and they're pretty much out of the fight. That's the biggest worry, is when it comes to hard hitters, there's not many left. There's Mercenary Samnites and Royal Peltists outside of Rome. We've lost our Fierce Swords, which was our main striking power. So now it's just a war of attrition. Sluggers. And more sluggers. And hopefully we don't have to use up too many resources when we face that side chariot general at the very least. Last Evocati here. It's getting charged. Celtics ended up winning, of course. Wasn't many veterans left. The Samnites should crush them completely. Now that they came, the weakened enemies are going back around. They're doing a good job. Nice. Shield wall getting activated. This Evocati was just really bullied by ranged. Yep, ranged fire coming in. Doing some real damage over there. Side Chariot General back 10 out of 12.
On my order! Withdraw! Charge!
194. My weakened Evocati and veterans are just going to get involved against that Thorax. Rear charging while they're not looking, doing as much damage as possible. Yeah, Pontic Swords. Are those Pontic Swords winning that side, able to pull out a little bit. Noble Horse General just helping finish off everything here. Trying their best to just carve through the enemy here. Nice little recharge, just helping win this fight. And that should be the gateway captured for us. The issue is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry units left for Rome. So this is all going to be held down by Titled and how he does. But he is a siege champion, so he should win this. Massilian Thoraios being forced into combat here. Another Thoraios being forced into melee combat here. They're apparently back to winning. There we go, and that should break the last one, but I think my unit's going to break as well. I hate when they're shy of 100. Yep, shy of 100. But Massilian Thoraios spears, of course, are just getting crushed here. Legis General just hanging out. And of course, now we see what Miss Aesilli was hiding. African elephants. So we have chariots, African elephants. We also have a Numidian noble cavalry. Skirmish cav, very dangerous. Probably some of the best melee stats for most cavalry. Not even just skirmisher cav, just in general. But elephants are coming on in. Do luckily have Thoraios spears. My Evocati are just going to have to take that. Not much they can do there. Hope that the allies will finish them off. They are firing standard shot, which is nice. Do more damage. Yep, already berserk. I told them to charge the elephants. As you can tell, it went really well for them. But elephants are dropping, which is a good sign. These Evocati have still been untouched, which is very lucky for us, as they're not in control. Trample activated, but no one, they're not near anyone. Told them to charge one final time. See if they can kill the final elephant, or is it going to be the archers? Pontic Royal Cav now coming on in. Bad actually charge, in my opinion. Very, very, very loose charge. Giving Evocati the best chance they've got, to be honest. Oh, they make their way out. Only 77 kills here. Damn, did not kill a single Pontic Cav. That's a problem. Yep, there we go. There we go. Legatus gets on in, trying to do what they can. Trying to kill the Pontic Royal Cav, slaughter their mobility. Of course, that's not the generals. The general is Decide Chariot. Now, spears making their way in as well. And the Pontics are going to start losing men. They're down to 10, 12. Oh, man, they're losing like crazy now. Nearly lost 20. Lost more than 20 there. Sam Knight's trying to cut through. Our infantry just wins. That's bad. Threo Spear gets caught out by Paius and a Numidian Noble Cav. Yeah, these Thereos are just going to suffer. He's biding his time with those chariots, of course. The Legatus is just countercharging against the Royal Cavalry, doing what they can. Thereos are dropping already. Once the Royal Cav leaves, so does the Legatus. I am down to 4 units in total. Titled has the remaining, and he's doing a nice little charge along the flank. He's going to be able to do a lot of nice damage if he can get his men over there. Royal Peltus there. Samnites. Evocati, they're still holding. They're almost at 300 kills now. And now hit them. Try to stop their charge properly. Evocati still get hit pretty hard. But they're at 300 kills. You know what? Doing what they can. If they can break that levy, it frees them up to concentrate on the Royal Cavalry.
Happy to serve Rome.
That Legatus is pretty much going. And now there's arrow fire, so that is probably over for that. Oh, not even arrow fire. That's skirmisher fire from the Numidian Noble Cav. My Legatus is out. And now my Evocati is alone and isolated. They're going to get slaughtered. So that Pontic Royal Cav is down to 37 men, 35. Killed a good number, and that's going to kill even more. Going to get into those out of Almero archers. Yeah. There goes, yeah, the Hippeus managed to help finish it off. Those boys. Don't know if I'm going to be seeing any remaining Evocati. Ah, there's some. 332 kills, nice. My veteran legionnaires are in, trying to get some kills, of course. Last unit of Evocati is getting around to just do what they can to help defend. Into the Credence. They're down to 16. Ooh, and that is just a Numidian Noble Cav coming in. Yeah, they're at 117. They're doing real well. Luckily, both of these are out of ammo, but we're going to get flanked soon. So these levies need to be finished as soon as possible. And as you can see, they are not holding out well. Infantry-wise, there's not much left. Epirus has managed to take care of that side, but now side chariots, look at this. Just carving through the Royal Peltists. Sammonites. Kills are starting to rack up. Up to 52 kills, 60. Come on, don't make a liar out of me. Make it to 60. Yep, there we go. And that flank has just actually been rolled. That is a huge loss on our side. And that might be it. That flank charge breaking might actually have lost us this game. That's now a routing Royal Peltist, yeah. And that Samnite's not going to be too far behind it. Which means we've lost all momentum. We are now at the mercy of the defenders. Which is not where you want to be perfectly honest. My Evocati are getting into the fight to leave Epirus to defend, because Epirus most likely just, you know, has the ability to. Though that has no javelins either. I'll do my best to carve through and do what I can. Noble cavalry coming around. They are worried about that, of course, that Royal Peltis with 15 kills, because he obviously has javelins left. That's broken. 40 Peltis are not going to be able to hold. But side chariots are going to be a real problem. Evocati, of course, charging down, trying to do what they can. They're bringing down a few, and that, with the javelin volley, that's going to be the end of those side chariots, hopefully. But my infantry is very neutered out this. And who knows? They might get another... Yeah, they're getting more charge in. My Evocati's down to 65, 64. If they can get bogged up, we can win. Which it looks like they are. But this is definitely it. If we did not lose that flank, we probably could have won that. I'm out. And it is fully on Titled's general right now. I guess technically this is Giant Ballista and Illyrian Levy. But that's pretty much it, to be perfectly honest. I just saw something interesting. Sorry about that. Yeah, 69. Nice. Yeah, that's it. They're just being charged back and forth. That noble cav, though, holy cow. Pace, of course, doing well. Pontic Swordsman. How is that levy looking? 129. I feel like the Pace Lancer might be going for it. Yeah, especially with that unit breaking. Do we get a final charge? Do we? Javelin volley! Taking out the first layer. One final last hurrah against the Hippeus. They're down to 9. But that's it, of course. That levy is going to go down. Especially now that those noble cav. That's basically 41 men remaining for the defenders. Need you to know this. Everything committed. And just barely a loss for the might of the attackers. Yeah, as you can see, not a lot left here. Literally just that general with 9 men left and that one with 31 or 32. That is insane as a fight goes. But let us take a look at the army, or the end results. The Royal Peltist got 181 kills. The one with 81 kills, the general, deserves a shout out because he basically killed chariots and horses and got 81 kills. Samnites, and then some infantry, of course, but that's why he's a lot more chevron than that one. Samnite wise, 283, 110, 228. Mercenary Credence, 156, 163, 150, and then the Archer, 164. Thraeus wise, 116 for that one. That Italian, 163. Then these levies, holy shit, these levies. 156, 143, and 158. Yeah, I was tired, so I never took a look at how they did. Those levies just fucking killed it. Title showing that he can still bring the thunder. Even when he's held down by shit teammates, I know. Like me. Should have done better. But of course, Nervii bring 202. on the Noble Horse General. His archers just got slaughtered. That was probably, I would say, losing the Galax was probably the biggest loss, while losing the Epirite's flank was the final nail in the coffin. Because if we still had that flanking force, if that didn't get slaughtered, if we managed to just take out the side chariots, that would have been a different story altogether. We probably would have won that. Fierce Swords 196, 272, 107, 130, or 122. And then when it comes to the levies, 114. Yeah, that's about it. And of course, my army. We start with the Evocati. 156, 324, 332, 267. Two of them failing me. How dare they? Of course, Socii Stati, 129 kills. Veterans, 105, 214, 261, 194, 235, and 239. All of them performing above 100. Just doing what they can. Small elite army that literally punched it as hard as it could. Yet was not enough. Joe here, bringing Massilia, 292 on the Hippeus. Range-wise, 147, 123, 203 with those mercenary Galax. If we had our own Galax, that might have been a different story. But they were slaughtered by the next army on the list. 107 on that Celtic, 142. Thoreos, spear-wise, none of note. Thorax, 102, 174. Propane bringing us Massilia, 257 for that Numidian Noble Cavalry. 261 for that Numidian Rider. Hail to Kaiser. Alright. Yeah. But, yeah. Don't have anything to say for that. That was a brilliant move. Managed to slaughter a lot of the range that were unprotected. Just because of the speed that they had, they were able to maneuver around and just do some real damage. Skirmishers 144, 105. Desert Cohort 107. Legionnaires 105, 114. Skirmishers 133. Light infantry, 133, 139. 59, not bad on a slave infantry for sure. Not over 100 with all of his levies, though. But nice to race our final army, and the one that did the best on the defenders. 250 there for the side chariots, 309 for that Pontic Royal Cavalry. Eastern Archers, 183, 162, 169. Celtics, 176, 124. Pontics, 107, 153, 125, 176. So in the end, I think the biggest loss was those early archer losses. Probably we lost a lot of Nervii initially, a lot of outside the walls, and a lot of those archers initially, which probably cost us the game. Of course, the final nail in the coffin was the failure of the flank due to the side chariots. Don't really have much to criticize for the defenders. They were up against superior infantry, and they did a really good job of it, utilizing Thoreos and just overall javelins to try to hinder, weaken, do as much damage as possible to the armies here. And of course, their cavalry coming in incredibly clutch. Same with that side chariot. Those were beautiful moves, and they were not afraid to get aggressive with it. But even then, it was still an almost victory. Sad to see, but down to the wire for sure. With that, you all have yourselves a wonderful day. That's all from me. Bye for now.